Hi, I'm Russell and I work at the video store, the place that you can go to once a week when you're looking for something to watch. When the store is quiet, behind the counter, I get to talk to my friends about the films and the series that we're loving. All right, let's do it. Let's open up the shop.
Did you see that thing yesterday on the TV? It was ready, interesting!
How's it?
Good morning, Russell.
How you doing, my G-Force?
I'm good, dude. How are you?
I'm actually rather well rested.
Nice.
Last night was a good night.
Awesome.
For those who don't know, I've recently become a dad.
Yes.
And so just something like waking up and falling asleep, immediately thereafter is a treasure.
Right.
Look.
Hey, Goldless is here.
Hi.
Hi, you, McCall.
Yeah, absolutely fine, thanks. Sorry, I was talking to a car mechanic.
Oh, it's fun.
Trying to argue about how much money I need to spend before I drive down to Cape Town.
Oh, you're going to take your car to Cape Town?
Yeah, I've got to drive down an upright bass
Right.
in my R10.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Welcome to the video store. Thank you for wandering in to our lovely video store. We've got ourselves a Graeme,
Hello.
who is an editor and the producer of this podcast. We've got ourselves a Cole,
Hey there.
who is a
Video copywriter.
video copywriter. And my name is Russell. I am the owner of The Bioscope, which is an independent cinema here in Johannesburg. And we've given up our busy lives to work behind this counter to just hang out and talk about movies.
Yeah, shoot the breeze.
So, Cole, you are going to be in a music production?
Yes.
A theatre production.
Mm.
This is with?
This is with Mr. Jonathan Rocksmith.
Lovely, who
Cool.
is a customer here at the video store. And you have taken up upright bass to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I started learning start of December. We're now mid-Feb, end of Feb.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. But you are a bassist and a musician in many ways. So this is not too foreign, but I'd imagine it's an interesting challenge.
Yeah, it's a completely different beast. You think, oh, it's just a bass, but upright.
Yes.
You know, as
Why
they
is
say.
it important that you play this instrument and not just a normal bass?
Because it depends on what kind of music you want to create in terms of genre and sound. So without giving away anything, we've got tones and sounds that we want to achieve using an upright bass. So like, for example, if you listen to old school jazz and you listen to an electric bass playing that, it's completely different to the timbre of a double bass going dum, 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 dum,
Because there's
you
no
know?
frets in
Right.
an upright bass.
Yeah, there's no frets,
Oh, God. That's
which is a
hard.
pain in the ass because when you're reading sheet music, your arm is like above your head on the side here.
Right.
And you can't look at the distance where you know the note should be.
Mm.
So it's happening like really quickly. And you just have to hope that your muscle memory finds the right place because if it's
Yeah.
off pitch, if it's too sharp or too flat, it like you hear it as an audience member, right?
Yeah. Sure. Can you do cool like little spins and things?
Oh
with
heavens, no, we're not there yet.
Okay, because
No.
I loved the Buddy Holly show. That was like a production that I think set me on a course
Right.
as a young impressionable kid. I wanted to be a musician. I wanted to be a performer
Yeah.
because of the Buddy Holly show. And I remember in that Buddy Holly and the Crickets, he had an upright bass, and
Okay.
and in the show there were a few moments where they sort of spun the double bass, or he sort of climbed on it in a particular way.
Oh, it's so cool. Yeah, when you see the punks, they do that thing where they balance it on the bottom edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm renting this, so I'm not going to be too adventurous with it. The hardest part is the bowing, actually, like with the double bass bow.
Oh no, you're not plucking it like
I'm
a-
also plucking.
Oh, you're doing both.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk
Wow.
about movies.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. Let us talk about some stuff. What are we going to talk about today? Graeme, what have you been enjoying?
I want to talk about the new Marvel series,
What's that one?
Wonder Man.
Wonder Man.
Yes.
Like one does in searching or
No,
okay.
with an O.
Okay. Lovely. I haven't had a chance to watch much.
Makes sense.
We have these moments where little Bubba's down, and we would normally watch something, but we've taken this as a chance to like not put on TV,
Yeah.
talk to each other,
Okay.
like
Oh.
catch up, connect.
Mm.
Oh, well done, Russ.
Yeah, no, it feels like a very natural thing to do. So
Yes.
we actually haven't watched a lot of TV.
All right.
I got the chance as an exhibitor to watch The Bride,
Oh, cool.
Oh.
which is coming up, which is Maggie Gyllenhaal's film.
Yes.
I can't really talk about it. I don't feel like I'm allowed to talk about it.
Okay.
But it was an interesting thing to see. But yeah, we'll get into a bunch of things. I've got something which I'd like to share with you, which is 2 films that I think are going to be like little sleeper hits this year.
Okay.
Or at least in the first half of this year.
Cool.
We've got a bunch of movies like The Odyssey and Spielberg's film.
Yeah.
We're all calling it Spielberg's film, so you can never remember what it is. Disclosure Day.
Disclosure Day.
Yeah.
I think those are going to be such big ones, but
Yes.
then there are these 2 that I will get into that I think are going to catch people by surprise and be
Oh.
little.
Okay.
So we'll get into that.
Nice.
Okay.
That's surprising.
Should we play a little round of Hey Did You Guys See?
Yeah, most certainly.
Let's do it.
Okay. Who wants to kick it off?
You guys go first, so I don't say something that you're going to say.
Okay.
That's fine if we share them.
Hey, did you guys see Robert Duvall passed away?
Yeah.
Cheapers, man.
I feel like
did.
we've been getting quite a lot of like
Yeah.
deaths. Is it just me?
No, you're not wrong. Last year was pretty rough. It was Robert Redford and also Diane Keaton.
Sure, but just recently, in almost the same week, we had James Van Der Beek
Yeah.
and now Robert Duvall. Robert Duvall was a good innings.
Yeah, 95.
Yeah, that's a Brian.
Pretty decent.
Yeah.
That's a Brian Lara innings, if I
Yes.
can pull a little sports reference. So yeah, I think one thing to mention, which I thought was a nice thing to hear or kind of know about with Robert Duvall, I don't know whether you knew this, Cole, because you're a really big fan of the movie Jaws, is that he was offered the role of the police chief. Did you know this?
No.
Okay.
He was offered the role of the police chief,
Brody.
Brody. That's the main character
Yeah.
in many ways. But he turned it down
Okay.
because he actually wanted to be the shark hunter. What was his name?
Oh, Quint.
But Spielberg felt that he was too young for that. He wanted that more sort of old sea dog.
Yeah.
And so,
Spielberg makes good choices.
Right.
sure. And so they sort of missed each other. And he said that was one of the biggest sort of mistakes that he
Okay.
made.
A miss.
A miss.
Then
yeah.
they never worked together, I don't think. Rob Duvall and Spielberg.
Nothing's coming off the top of my head.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Mm.
Yeah, I saw that on IMDb because I check this out whenever people die. Like we know who they are,
Yes.
but to like check the facts,
Yeah.
where he's got 145 IMDb acting credits,
I see.
which is a
Okay.
lot.
That is a
Yeah.
lot.
That is a
Yeah.
lot. And he had 6 Oscar nominations and 1 win. He was,
Did anyone watch that movie that he won for?
no, Tender Mercies in 1984.
Yeah.
No.
Interesting. eh?
Never seen this.
One film which is a delight,
Yes.
which I think people have kind of forgotten about. It was near the end of his career. It was a film called Secondhand Lions.
Oh.
Have you watched
It's a
it?
Disney movie.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No,
Who was I? Who was I
You were
talking?
talking to me about it.
I was talking to Cole about it.
Yeah.
I vague. It's him and Michael Caine, isn't it?
Him
Yeah.
and Michael Caine as these
Okay,
two
I
old men.
Very vaguely remember.
Names are
it.
Hub and Garth, I think.
But do you know what's odd?
Yeah.
In my sort of brief cursory understanding of Christianity,
Right.
you've got baby Jesus,
Yeah.
and then you've got him as a grown man.
Yes.
There's like no stories of like Jesus when he's like a teenager,
No.
like just trying to find himself, or like a gangly little dude. He sort of goes from this little baby to a
Full
grown
on
man.
carpenter beast, you know.
And that's kind of like the career of Haley Joel Osment. This is where I'm going with this.
yeah.
We know him as this tiny little I See Dead People,
Yeah.
Mr. Gump. And then he's done a lot of stuff much later in his life
Yes.
as a sort of like quite fat, hairy dude.
Yes.
But there was no like gangly teenager Haley Joel Osment except for the movie Secondhand Lions.
Okay.
And it's about this little sort of teenager boy played by Haley Joel Osment who's kind of forced to live with his
I think his parents are
eccentric.
getting divorced.
Something's
Okay.
happening in his life, and he's forced to live with these old
Like his uncles.
uncles
Right.
He's like his
Out in the-
eccentric uncles on a
out in the
farm.
middle of nowhere.
Okay.
And they're like 2 brothers or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're crotchety, and there's a whole sort of story of money and,
Yeah.
and inheritance and things.
And Michael Caine's like really warm and soft. And then
Okay.
Robert Duvall's like this grumpy ass fucking.
Yeah.
Is Michael
Like
Caine doing an
jaded.
American accent?
I think he does do an American accent.
I've never heard
I
him
got
do
to
an
remember
American
that.
accent.
I
I'd
think
love
he
to.
does. It's
I'd
been
love
too long.
I'd love to
Yes.
watch it again. The one and only time I ever watched it
Yes.
was, this is a little bit of a sad story, but many years ago, this is when this film came out. My grandfather was in hospital,
Right.
and we were all concerned and worried about him, and he spent a few days in hospital. And then when he came home, I stayed the night with my grandparents, which was a common thing to do when I was a little kid. Usually in a sort of babysitting scenario, my folks were maybe going away or they had a function or something. But now I'm in my varsity years and I am cool. I'm going out. I'm watching bands. I'm being a real varsity student, discovering nightclubs and all sorts, adult life. And I remember stopping that uncharacteristically just to spend the night with my grandparents at their house, because Grandy was what we affectionately called him, had recently been sick.
Okay.
And so I remember watching Secondhand Lions with them on that Friday night or Saturday night. It was a Saturday night, I think, because the next day was a Sunday, and I remember him. This is sad because this is actually one of the last things he said to me was, make sure you return the video. Because remember, you have to return videos by a certain time, otherwise you get fined. And I said, yes. And I was like, cheers. And a little later that day, he passed away.
Okay.
Shucks.
So, I had this moment in my life where I sort of stopped to appreciate my grandparents, spend this, special night watching this movie about a boy with these grandparents or these kind of older people, and it's a lovely, heartwarming, fun movie. And so it'll always have that place in my heart as being that kind of movie. So we've got to figure out a way to somehow screen it.
Yeah,
I don't know whether it'll be a Classic Movie Sundays or maybe a Video Store Presents.
Yeah.
We've got to find one little device, but sooner rather than later, we should do that. I've said this before. I think there's this little space for a bioscope or video store avenue, which could be almost like a film preservation initiative.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we're not actually preserving the films, but we're just bringing films back that deserve to be remembered.
Yeah.
And Secondhand Lions was definitely one of those movies that I think just get lost
Okay.
in the thousands of movies that get made every year. And very rarely do we get a Dirty Dancing or a Rocky Horror or something that kind of lives on forever. Most movies just, unfortunately, just fade away. And so we must do something with the Video Store Presents, or maybe it's a bioscope thing. I don't know, but it's this kind of bioscope film preservation society, and we make posters and have these screenings to kind of have people remember these movies.
Cool.
So maybe Secondhand Lions can fit under that.
How did you guys see? I don't even know if we want to talk about this. The BAFTAs happened.
Yeah, that was one of mine.
Okay, cool.
I thought one or two things are worth mentioning.
You want to run through some of the winners?
Sure, I think it's mostly on par with the award season.
There's one surprise.
Yes, which I think is worth mentioning.
So I can just say One Battle After Another got Best Picture. Paul Thomas Anderson got Best Director. J.C. Buckley got Best Actress. But then Robert Aramayo won Best Actor for a movie called I Swear.
Beating out DiCaprio and Chalamet. And I think the reason is because he's British.
Yeah, it probably helps.
It's the same as Jessie Buckley is British.
Yeah.
So I think even though these international films are in contention, when the voting contingent of the BAFTAs, which is the British
American Film and Television Association, I'm assuming.
I don't know what the A.
British Academy of Film and Television Arts.
Yeah, no, there's no American involved. It's British. It's
Did I say American?
It's about as British.
It's Monday, guys.
Yeah, no. But yeah, it's a British initiative. So them being patriotic Brits will vote for the Brit if possible. So
they have an entire best British film category.
Yes.
Has anyone seen I Swear?
No, I hadn't even heard of it until this.
It's about a dude with Tourette's.
Yeah, it's a biopic about a guy with Tourette's who was actually there.
Okay. Yeah, no, I know nothing about it, and it never got released here, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Kolsky, you got one?
Yeah. Last week, for a brief moment, the series A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, which is a spin-off show from Game of Thrones, which has been doing really well. Apparently, it's super popular and cool.
Yeah.
Briefly dethroned, well, not dethroned, like a lot happened. Ozymandias from Breaking Bad is the highest rated episode on IMDb. Highest rated television series episode.
Yes.
So it scored a 10 out of 10. It debuted
Okay.
with a 10 out of 10. But what happened promptly afterwards? This is the second last episode of season 1, episode 5. It's called In the Name of the Mother.
Okay.
And it dethroned Ozymandias, which is like for a long time been known to be like one of the best episodes of television ever made. But as is true with the internet,
Yes.
fans from
Someone-
both camps
Oh.
decided to downvote both the episodes. So Ozymandias now has a 9.6. It also has a 9.6. And now Ozymandias is no longer the highest rated Breaking Bad episode.
Oh my lord.
There are 2 other episodes with 9.9.
This all feels very silly.
Yeah.
It's dumb as fuck.
Have you watched the show?
No, I haven't watched it.
Apparently it's great.
Yeah,
I've heard
apparently it's
really good
fucking
things.
excellent.
Yeah.
Are we getting it on Showmax? Do we know?
I'm sure we are.
It must be. I don't have Showmax, so I don't know.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah.
You were saying that it feels a little more comical.
Yeah, it seems much more lighthearted.
Okay.
If it has a little bit of a 50%. What was that Heath Ledger movie?
A Knight's Tale.
A Knight's Tale. It's got a little bit of a Knight's Tale vibe to it based on the trailers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, did you guys see Woody is balding?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. It was so cute.
Hey,
I think that's pretty funny.
yeah, this is now Toy Story 5,
Yeah.
which is coming soon. Hey, it's like
Very
it's
soon.
in a matter of a few months.
Mhm.
And it's a nice, interesting premise. This is now our main human character is the little girl,
Bonnie.
Bonnie.
Yeah.
And because Andy is long since grown up.
Yeah.
And Bonnie has got her toys, but now Bonnie is no doubt living in 2025, where it is very much about iPads and everything that can
Yeah.
be on the iPads. And so now this new character, which is the iPad,
Yeah.
has entered the frame and is almost being put as a villain.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Yeah, but in a way, the iPad, because it's not just a little toy like a dinosaur
figurine.
or a thing, it's almost like it represents AI because within its machinery, it knows all, right? It's
Yes.
probably connected to the internet.
Yeah.
But yeah, in this lovely little moment, Woody takes his hat off and he's got what looks like a bald patch.
Yes.
Which
He
I
like
think is
briefly blinds all the other toys.
yeah, and it's a lovely nod to the fact that anyone who was old enough to see the first Toy Story
Yep.
is most likely balding.
Yeah.
Dude, I was
To some-
balding in Toy
to-
Story
to
3.
some
That
degree.
movie's more than 30 years old, guys.
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
I remember going on the first overseas trip as a family,
Okay.
being in, was it London? And Toy Story had just come out, and the billboards were like massive for this movie that like we hadn't heard of or seen yet, because
Nice.
South Africa was a good few months behind, at all times, sometimes even longer with films, because they were making them on as physical reels, and so
Yeah.
they would take these reels to all the major cities first, and then South Africa would literally be thrown in the scraps once they were no longer using these reels.
Yeah.
But yeah, Toy Story was huge. I
Yeah.
remember having I ate my first McDonald's.
No way.
Because I remember my mom being like, "We got to try it. It's
Yeah.
like it's a famous chain that's now kind of going around the world." And we had a Big Mac, and I remember seeing those huge billboards for Toy Story.
Was that before the first McDonald's landed in Northcliff?
Oh, way before.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Jeepers, man. That's a story.
Yeah. Interesting. Hey. That's all for me.
Cool.
I've got one.
Okay, go first.
Hey, did you guys see Mark Ruffalo rebutted James Cameron's disapproval of the Netflix Warner Brothers deal because he supports Paramount? So
Okay.
James Cameron is precious about cinemas, like a lot of these old school directors are.
Yeah.
Sure.
I just love a little bit of celeb on celeb drama, especially if like someone's going after James Cameron, And Mark Ruffalo said, so the next question to Mr. Cameron should be this: are you also against monopolization that a Paramount acquisition would create, or is it just that of Netflix? I think the answer would be very interesting for the film community to hear, and one should be asked immediately.
Okay, so James Cameron is supporting Paramount buying Warner Brothers.
Yeah, because it's about cinema distribution.
Is he actually supporting, or is he just saying that would be preferable to Netflix, not necessarily that he actually wants that to happen?
Yeah, probably.
I haven't seen the quote, so I don't know what he's
One would
actually
assume.
saying. Yeah,
But like one imagines, like, what is this about? Is it about distribution on streaming being the concern, or is it about monopolization of industry?
yeah, because either way,
Because-
it's monopolizing.
Yeah,
no matter
exactly.
who gets it.
Yeah, which is not great.
Exactly.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Shit, I got no thoughts and opinions. It all feels like something very much out of our hands. And I also just wonder why the fuck Warner Brothers is even for sale to begin with.
It seems like that's been the plan since David Zaslav got put in place.
Yeah, I know you mentioned it, and it's just like
yeah.
it just feels like such a huge thing that
Yeah.
just shouldn't be bought. Why does it need to be for sale?
Money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Because you can
Netflix
never...
is going to buy it for $80 billion.
Yeah, someone's gonna get a payday.
People are going to get huge checks out of this.
Yeah,
Jeepers.
Yeah.
That's awful, man.
I hate it, dude.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Billionaires suck. Fuck them all.
all right. Should we move on?
I got one more.
Okay.
Hey, did you guys see the trailer? This is another one like Toy Story. We had a teaser trailer for that, and now we got the full trailer. We also got a full trailer for The Mandalorian and Groglet.
Groglet.
It's way better than Grogu.
Yeah, I'm
Groglet.
very on this one.
I'm so on it, dude.
The thing is, we're definitely going to see it
Yes.
in a movie theater.
I'm going to give them money.
Exactly.
I feel like the Bioscope needs to take it.
Oh, really?
We stock so much Star Wars in
This
the
is
in the
true.
gift shop
Yeah.
that like to not have a Star Wars movie,
Yes.
like a new original Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Would it be the first new Star Wars release that you screen?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, do it.
Yeah. No, we got our upgrade at the beginning of 2024. So
Okay.
so far the only thing we've done is the Phantom Menace anniversary
Oh,
screening.
yes.
Russ was super generous on my birthday one year, because the tradition, Graeme knows this, is that every year on my birthday I go watch a movie.
Yeah.
And it's been that way since Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring when I turned 11. So go see a movie every single year, whatever's the summer release of the season, South African summer release at
Yes.
least.
Yeah.
But when The Rise of Skywalker was coming out,
Okay.
I think it was The Rise of Skywalker, Russ when it was still in Maboneng, the Bioscope,
Okay.
Yeah.
you let us screen The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi as like a little birthday prezi private friends screening,
Oh.
so that we could watch The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi there.
Okay.
And then the next day we went to go watch The Rise of Skywalker.
Like a little
Right.
private screening for you.
Yeah.
Fuck, I do not remember that.
You don't remember it?
No,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
It was so nice.
Okay.
I was so happy about that. But yeah, The Mandalorian and Groglet looks av as fuck. Did you see Martin Scorsese's voice?
Yes.
Which is cool.
Also, Pedro Pascal is in it way more than I was expecting him to be.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't in season 3 at all.
Oh, yeah.
It's literally just his voice.
What has Scorsese got to do with it?
He's a voicing like a CGI character.
He's a little alien.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does one need to have watched The Mandalorian
I have no idea.
shows to get this movie?
We don't really know what this movie's about yet. Not really.
Okay.
So I would guess probably, but maybe not. I have no idea.
I would hope not.
Mm,
I mean, like, this is the problem with it, though.
yes.
Because, I mean, I understand the appeal of having a new Star Wars film on screen for new audiences.
Yeah.
But surely we should be going to this to be like, oh, the thing is happening. What's going to happen in the
Yes.
story? And
Yeah.
none of us know what's happening.
Exactly.
I can't even remember how that show ended, the last series.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. But yeah, because Pedro Pascal isn't on set for the show, like ever. And if you don't, he was in it for the first season, second season. If you don't see his face, it's not him.
Oh,
And you don't see his face at all in season 3. He was literally never on set for the third season.
Oh, because he'd moved on and was shooting all the other movies that
Well,
he was
also
doing.
because he's wearing like a helmet the entire
Yeah,
time.
so they could get away
So
with
he
it.
just does his voice.
Yeah, he probably only ever acted in the scenes where you saw his face,
Yes.
even in the beginning.
Yeah, in the first season, it's him most of the time.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Wearing the helmet.
But in season 2, if you didn't see his face, it's not him. You see his face a couple times in that season.
he became in demand, man.
Yeah.
he's a hottie.
He's huge, dude.
He's a huge hottie.
One thing I did actually manage to watch a little bit of is Materialists.
Oh, cool.
Because it's on Netflix. And it was interesting watching that with my lovely normie wife,
Yes.
you know, and it was interesting getting her opinion on it.
Mm.
Because it is a somewhat of a romantic dramedy, but it's on such a different frequency. And only when you rewatch it do you realize, like, oh, this is what happens when you give a romantic comedy to a Oscar-nominated writer.
Right.
And a real like pontificator in Celine's song, who has just so much more going for her. You get this like very wordy but very dense, quite somber film.
Yes.
It's amazing. It's like it's quite it's a very different change of pace.
Yeah.
But it was interesting to watch as a second watch.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like more in the camp of When Harry Met Sally as a rom-com than like Made in Manhattan, you know?
Yeah, but it's just so much more serious.
Yeah.
And it's quite like, it's somber and pontificating and interesting.
Okay.
I thought we could do a little stock the shelves. Well, have you watched some movies recently?
No, I've been practicing.
You've just been slapping that bass.
Yeah, I did.
Bowing that bass.
Bowing that bass,
so
baby.
to speak. I thought it would be interesting to mention that on the 4th of March, so that's real soon, Caught Stealing is going to crop up on Netflix.
Oh, cool.
This is good. I want to see that.
Yeah, it was one of those that just got lost, and it was just grubby, as you said.
Yeah.
This kind of dirty film. This whole the movie's a gaping wound. It's basically 2 hours, but it's fun. It's got lots of twists and turns.
Yeah.
It's Austin Butler. It's cool that it's in the 90s.
Yes.
It's fun. So hopefully it finds a bit of an audience because it lost it in the cinemas.
Yeah.
All right, should we get to work here?
Yeah. We
All
do
right.
have jobs to do.
We do have things to do. Cole, what are you going to do?
My job's in the back.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, you guys don't know what it is, but it's a job. You know?
you're gonna pack some shelves.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm gonna buff some DVD covers.
lovely. All right, let's get on with our jobs here.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
Yes.
here's our first customer.
Amazing.
So the ladies from Well and Rare Book Club were asked to weigh in on the new film adaptation of Wuthering Heights. And friends, we did not come out unscathed. Going in, we knew it probably wasn't going to be the faithful, windswept, emotionally ruinous adaptation of our dreams. But rereading the novel as adults, it hit completely differently. What teenage us remembered as this grand romance is actually a storm of rage, revenge, obsession, cruelty, and generational trauma. Calling it the greatest love story of all time feels deeply suspicious. The film zooms in almost entirely on the toxic chaos between Kathy and Heathcliff and quietly erases huge parts of the story. Major characters, the aftermath of Catherine's death, the eventual redemption arc. It feels like less of an adaptation and more like someone put the most unhinged parts under a very beautiful microscope. Now, we have to say, Emerald Fennell absolutely created a cinematic experience of note. If you've seen Saltburn, you already understand her signature style. Lush, unsettling, provocative, and just a little bit feral. Visually, it's stunning. The atmosphere is suffocating in the best way, and the chemistry between Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi is genuinely alarming. But it's also deeply uncomfortable, like one of us had a friend walk out 20 minutes in. So, our official stance, as a Bronte adaptation, it loses the soul of the novel. As a standalone film, bold, disturbing, weirdly compelling, and not for the faint of heart. And just to be clear, if this is supposed to be the greatest love story of all time, we would all like to unsubscribe immediately.
Great, thank you. That was Danielle
Okay, lovely.
from a book club that came to watch Wuthering Heights here at the Bioscope.
Cool.
And I think it's so cool that I've met them and
Yes.
that there's a whole bunch of them. And they did this block booking of about 15 odd people. And so we're already talking about the fact that Project Hail Mary is coming,
Okay.
which is a book.
Yes.
The Odyssey.
Mm.
There's quite a lot of adaptations coming up. So
Yeah.
it's very cool to know them. And of course, I just love that review. I love that, like, it's the kind of review you'd expect from a book club.
Yes.
That is very very articulate
Yeah.
and well-read people. So we appreciate that. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you for the return.
Awesome.
And just know, folks, we want to hear your returns too.
Yes.
There are many different ways you can do it. It could always just be by text as well.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually have to be a voice note.
Yes.
But the voice note is lovely and special. You can send that through Instagram. You can send a voice note through Instagram. Or if you are able to, send it via email. to videostorepod
Yep.
at gmail.com. Or if you know one of us,
Yeah, even
many,
better.
Many of our customers here are close friends. Just know that you can always WhatsApp us if you know our numbers.
There you go.
But yeah, I want to make that a little bit easier going forward.
Cool.
I want to find a number, like a
Mm.
WhatsApp number we can send it to.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Yes.
It's only been 3 years. No, but it's a lovely part of this, and we want to grow those returns, and so just know that you can always send them to us.
Nice.
All right. By let's get to work. I thought we could play ourselves a little game.
Very cool.
This is our What Movie Am I? It is just you and me now, Graham.
Yeah.
So you're not competing against anyone.
No.
But I still think that if you know the answer,
Yes.
you should still announce, "Oh, Captain, my Captain."
Sure.
All right. Let's do this one. I am a drama.
Cool.
I am set during World War One.
Okay.
I won an Oscar for Best Cinematography.
Oh, Captain, my Captain, 1917.
Well done.
Okay. Yeah, Roger Deakins won that one.
Oh, that was like his first. Was that his first time he won? And everyone was very happy with that.
Was it his first?
But he's a very famous cinematographer.
Oh, yeah.
And a little bit like Leonardo DiCaprio, everybody wanted him to finally get his Oscar.
Yes.
Or
He was
yeah,
long overdue.
He was long overdue.
Yes.
So it was nice. Very famously one shot. Well,
Yes.
the appearance of it being one shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I thought was great.
Okay. I am a comedy and a drama.
Okay. A dramedy, as they say.
Exactly. I am in Italian. This might give it away. I don't know if you're familiar with the film. I take place throughout World War II.
Captain, my Captain.
Yes.
Life is beautiful.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yeah.
He won, that was, what's the guy's name?
Oh, Lord.
And he won the best international Oscar, and he very famously jumped on the seats.
Yes. He jumped on, I think it was Steven Spielberg's chair.
Interesting.
He jumped on like the seat in front of him, which I think was Spielberg.
Yeah, which you can really only do if you are about to win an Oscar.
Yes.
Okay, I am a revenge film.
Ooh.
I'm based on a manga of the same name.
Based on a mang. Oh, Captain, my Captain. Is it Cole loves this movie. Oh, why can't I remember what it's called?
I am in Korean.
It was remade by Spike Lee.
Yes, that's the one. I am known for my memorable fight scene in a hallway.
Yes. Oh, why can't I remember what it's called?
My main character is named after Oedipus.
Yes. I genuinely can't remember what it's called off the top of my head for some reason.
All right. We know what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Well, what's it called? Tell the audience.
Old Boy.
Old Boy. Thank you. I knew it was Boy something. I kept thinking Boyhood, but that wasn't it.
Okay,
That's a great movie that I'll never watch again.
You don't need to.
It's harrowing.
Yeah, and like once you know
Yes.
the plot twists.
Why are they upside down now?
Sorry.
Okay. I was written in less than a week.
Okay.
That doesn't tell you anything.
No.
This might. I break the fourth wall.
Okay. There could still be lots of movies.
I am set all across Chicago. This might give it away. I am written and directed by John Hughes.
Oh, Captain, my Captain. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
That's the one.
Okay, it was written in a week.
Yeah, old Matthew Broderick.
Okay. All right, Magic. Thanks,
Cool.
man. All right, let's get into some things.
Let's do it.
I want to hear about Wonder Man.
Wonder Man.
what
Wonder.
is the cool whip?
Okay, so Wonder Man is Marvel's latest TV series. So this is over on Disney Plus.
Okay.
This is the first time in a long time I've really liked something from Marvel.
Okay.
Because I know last year a lot of people liked Thunderbolts. Didn't work for me. A lot of people liked Fantastic Four. I thought it was fine. This is very different from Marvel's usual fare.
Okay, how so?
Well, for one thing, the character of Wonder Man is a fictional character in the story. He's not an actual superhero.
Okay.
So the show is it stars Yahya Abdul-Mateen II.
Cool name.
Yeah, very cool actor. He's in a bunch of stuff. He's a really good actor, but he's an actor. He's like an up-and-coming, like, wannabe trying to be an actor.
Okay.
And he's, like, obsessed with this movie from like, the 80s or the 70s called Wonder Man,
Okay.
which he went to watch with his father. His father died. He subsequently went on to become an actor, etc. And it's announced that they are rebooting Wonder Man from, I think, the original director who's gone on to become this like famous auteur director.
Okay.
And the show is about him trying to get the role of Wonder Man.
Okay. Did Wonder Man ever exist as a character?
Yeah,
in
Wonder Man
Marvel?
is a Marvel character who I know absolutely nothing about.
Okay.
But he is a character within the comic books. And the thing is, this guy actually does have superpowers.
Okay. I
But
was
he
about to
spends the
say,
whole show not using them.
What are his superpowers?
It's very vague. It's unspecific. They like kind of describe it very late in the show, but it doesn't even matter at all what his powers are because he spends the whole show deliberately not using them.
In real life.
Yes. So the character
actor-
of his name's Simon Williams has superpowers, but he spends the entire show deliberately not using them because it's established that within the world there's like a clause sort of thing that's gone on where they explain it late, like halfway through the show. There was an actor who had superpowers and things, and there was an event that went kind of horribly wrong. And within the MCU, Josh Gad is now missing, by the way. But the things went horribly wrong, and now superhero or people with superpowers are kind of uninsurable as actors. So if you have superpowers, you will never get any roles.
Okay.
So now this guy spends the entire show trying to hide the fact that he actually has superpowers while trying to get the role of a fictional superhero.
Okay.
And then he meets along the way Ben Kingsley,
Cool.
who's reprising his role from Iron Man 3.
Because he was an actor.
He was an actor pretending to be a terrorist.
Yes. What was his name again? The Mandarin.
Yeah, he was the Mandarin, who's a famous Iron Man villain.
Yeah, that was such a great reveal.
Yes, I loved it. I know a lot of people were mad about it. I thought it was great.
No, that was cool. It broke the tension. It was
Yes.
like it was a funny thing.
Yes, and then he comes back. That character is in Shang-Chi. So, and the guy who directed Shang-Chi is the showrunner on this. He was broken out of prison, or basically kidnapped from prison
Okay.
by the real Mandarin. And he was held captive, which means that when he comes back to the US, he hasn't completed his prison sentence. So he immediately gets captured again and thrown back into jail by the US government. He then makes a deal with this department who are, my lord, they kind of get into this thing of like bureaucracy of they have this like superhero prison basically.
Okay.
And in order to try and justify it being funded, they have to lock people up in it. So they're just trying to get anyone with superpowers to lock up.
Okay.
So they're trying to get Ben Kingsley's character to get proof that Simon Williams, the main character of the show, has superpowers, so they can arrest him and throw him in jail
oh,
in
geez.
this like superhero prison thing.
Okay, there's quite a lot going on.
Yes, but the tone of it, like 99% of the show, is all about these two actors trying to get a role in this Wonder Man show.
Okay.
And there's like no superhero shenanigans. It sort of reminds me of, in the way that The Studio was a show all about like producers and directors.
Yeah.
This is a show all about actors.
Okay.
And you have actors in it. So like Josh Gad is Josh Gad, Joey Pantoliano is Joey Pantoliano.
Who's Joey Pantoliano?
Joey Pants, he's in a bunch of stuff. He's in The Matrix. He's Cypher.
Oh, that guy.
Yes.
Yeah. He's
So
cool.
he like shows up as himself. Josh Gad is as himself.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But it's a lot of fun. It's well made. It's super well acted. The performance is all wonderful.
Okay.
And it's just totally different from anything else Marvel has done.
Okay.
Like the whole tone of the show is different. The vibe of the show is different.
So that's over on Disney Plus.
Yeah. 8 episodes. They're all out.
Is it done?
Yeah.
It finishes.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I don't know if there'll be a second season or if he'll show up again, but
Yeah.
it does end in a way that could lead into something else, but it could also be like the last episode.
Okay.
Yeah. It's good. I really recommend it for people who don't like superhero stuff, because it's not superhero stuff,
Yeah.
but it's like a good enough show within its own right, even if you don't care about it. Sort of in the way Andor is a good show, in spite of the fact that it's Star Wars.
Yeah. That
This is a
seems
good
to be
show.
that seems to be the way forward.
Kind of, yeah.
Which almost begs the question, like, what on earth could Doomsday be like and be about?
Yeah.
And how do you top that? How do you do that again?
Mm,
Doomsday obviously being the big, long-awaited Avengers movie,
Yeah.
which is when all these characters come together,
yes.
which have been in the past
Mm,
the biggest, box office movies ever made, except
Yeah.
for the Blue People.
yes.
And like, how do you do that in 2025?
yeah, how do you do it again?
How do
Because
you-
they are very much relying on that. Like Chris Evans is coming back. They're bringing everyone back from the previous ones.
And we're all just that much older.
Yeah.
Like the people that were just old enough to give a shit are now in their 40s.
Yes.
I'm talking about myself. You know, where I was like, I felt like I needed to be a part of that.
Yeah.
Where now I'm like, I don't feel like I need to.
Yeah. Look, I still think it's going to do very well because it's got an Avengers like Marvel is kind of suffering a little bit at the moment, obviously, because post Endgame they've been struggling to kind of reconfigure their identity or figure out whatever their identity is. But I do think Doomsday is still going to do well, but it's not going to do like the $2.8 billion that Endgame did.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, and it is famously slated to release on the same day as June Part 3.
The third part of June. I know a lot of people are saying like, oh, June's going to like walk it and like destroy it at the box office. Avengers is going to destroy June.
Yeah, no. There's no question that Avengers is a much bigger film.
I think June's going to have to move.
Yeah. So the reason why you say that is like sometimes, well, what we've seen with Barbenheimer was this fun, almost memed idea that these two big movies, were going to come out on the same day.
Exactly.
I think it was really one of the only times where this got identified and became a thing. And why that worked was because those films were so polar opposite.
Exactly.
That's what made it funny, and that's what made it a thing. Mm-hmm. And ever since that day, movie studios have tried to recreate this conversation about, isn't it strange that these two movies are coming out on the same day? Mm-hmm. So for some reason, Dune and Avengers are coming on the same day in December. Yeah. But the crisis and the interesting thing to see is that there are only so many IMAX screens in the world, and IMAX needs to make this decision. Yeah. And I was in a conversation with people that are in the film industry and specifically the other exhibitors, saying how it is a bit of a crisis because they have to choose the one over the other. And I sort of butted in like a real little indie cinema voice going, couldn't they do both? And they say, apparently not.
Weird.
You know, it's like, why doesn't Mall of Africa do the one and Eastgate do the other? Or the one is in the daytime and the other one's in the nighttime, or like, and you swap them, or
exactly alternate screenings.
Can't we all get along? Yeah. But apparently not. It's a decision that almost needs to be made by IMAX.
Oh, right.
That brand specifically to decide which one they take on that, and they almost seem to be playing this game of chicken, right? Where one needs to move, which seems fucking stupid. Yeah. And it's like, it's in the start of December. I think it's like the first weekend of December. So why doesn't one just go like a week earlier or a week later? But I think it is a big dick competition. Yeah. And we'll see which one moves.
Exactly. I think June has to move.
Seems to be, yeah.
We push it to like March or something.
Well, but I mean, we've seen these big studio films come out a few weeks from each other. Yeah. So who knows? Yeah. But this one does seem to be one where it doesn't work.
Yeah, like you said, like the Barbie and Oppenheimer were for two different audiences.
Completely.
Dune and Avengers are for like kind of the same audience.
Yeah.
So like you're splitting your audience in half, which is one of the reasons I don't think it'll work.
Yeah.
Also, Avengers just has so much more like clout with general audiences. You know, like
Totally.
June did well. June Part 2 in particular did do pretty well. But it doesn't have the like cachet that Avengers does.
No, not at all. Wild.
Yeah.
One other thing I wanted to chat about is these two movies, one of which you very much know about. But what I wanted to chat about is I saw these two movies coming up on the horizon that I think are going to do much better than we think.
Okay.
And this is what I mean, is that we've just been chatting about the likes of Avengers Doomsday, which is going to be this huge tentpole of a film that I think is going to just keep the salaries available for movie, distribution around the world. Yeah. And industry folk are going to live another day. Thanks to the likes of Doomsday, The Odyssey, and Disclosure Day, these like kind of big tentpole movies. There's two that I think are going to surprise people.
Okay.
The first one is one that you know, Graeme, which is Project Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Where it is known and it is spoken about, but I think it is still sitting rather under the radars.
Okay.
where it's got the potential to be a box office hit, but we don't quite know what's coming, and it's a property we don't know, which is a book.
Yeah.
This kind of single book that got written by the same guy who wrote The Martian, Andy Weir. I think it lives in this exciting world of hard sci-fi, which we spoke about, which is this very realistic look at the future and this very realistic look at science and how something like space travel and aliens could exist in a very realistic way.
Yeah.
And it's less about, oh my God, it's whatever. It's more, how could I communicate with?
Yeah.
How could I make it? How could I survive? How could science solve this problem? And so I think it exists in a exciting, very geeky, like engineering science world.
Yeah.
And not a big mainstream world, which is what is awaiting Christopher Nolan fans and what's awaiting the Marvel people and all of that. So it comes out on the 20th of March, and I just think it's going to be one of these movies that's going to perhaps start a little bit slow, a little bit like Sinners, and it will pick up, and the word of mouth will give it something and give it air. And I really hope, if it's anything like the book, which it obviously should be and would be, the blueprint is there. You've got this like heartwarming, delightful, geeky movie. I haven't really even spoken about what the movie's about, but it's just, it's got the makings of something quite special.
Yes.
Basically, it's Ryan Gosling saving the world.
Pretty much.
Out in space, solving this problem where the sun is slowly dying.
Yep.
And so that means the end of humanity is coming. So it's this epic movie because the whole world is at stake. But at the same time, it's the small movie where it's really just him on this spacecraft trying to figure shit out far away from home.
Yeah.
But it's made by filmmakers. This is Lord and Miller.
Yeah.
Chris Lord, Phil Miller.
Chris Lord, Phil Miller. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Who, whatever they've touched has done really well. Like, they've just got this bold vision, this bold voice, and so I just think it's going to break.
Yeah.
It might be a little slow in the beginning, but I think it'll do better than we think.
Yeah, I think very much like The Martian. It's it's a pretty similar story.
Yeah.
I think it's going to have a similar tone. It's from the same writer.
Yeah.
Drew Goddard wrote the adaptation of The Martian. He's writing this as well.
Oh, okay. The guy who is adapting from the book.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The guy who wrote the screenplay. So the same writer. He really understands, or seems to understand, Andy Weir's like tone and everything.
Yeah.
And he translates that really well.
Yeah.
And that went on to have like Best Picture nomination, Best Director nomination, all that sort of thing.
Yeah, it was a big movie.
Yeah.
So
I think it's similar.
Project Hail Mary is one of those. The other one that I think is lesser known, but I think is going to do really well, is a film called The Drama.
Oh, yes.
So this is Zendaya and Robert Pattinson.
Yes.
And it opens, at least in South Africa, I think around the world, but on Easter weekend.
Okay.
And have you seen the premise? Okay, so
I saw the trailer at least.
Yeah, so the trailer has got this delightful little nugget at the heart of the story.
Yes.
Which is a couple on the cusp of getting married. They love each other. Everything's going swimmingly. What seems to be on a casual night with friends, they almost play this like little bit of a game, like a truth or dare sort of type of game, which is, say the worst thing about you or that you've done, that your partner doesn't necessarily know about. And so it's like a way to kind of air your dirty laundry before you get married. And at the heart of this film and the story is something Zendaya says in this moment that has the whole table shook.
Yes.
And they're like, what the fuck? And that seems to now completely derail their relationship, their marriage.
Yes.
And you get a sense from the trailer, like, just how far this all unravels.
Yes.
And so I just love the idea, and this is what's so smart about the story, the trailer, and ultimately, hopefully, the film, is that we're going to have this, like, there's going to be this reveal. There's a secret.
Yeah.
And I just hope that the world plays along
Mm.
and keeps that spoiler
Exactly.
at bay,
Yeah.
and that the spoiler delivers what we wish it to deliver.
Yes.
And it would be so great. I think for the most part, humanity is good,
Mm.
where humanity will keep the
I hope so.
yeah, they would keep the spoiler under wraps, and people would just be like, you gotta, because I think you would want to say to someone, no, you've got to see it because
Yes.
I now know and you don't, and now you must find out.
Yeah.
But it's one of those that is also just seemingly under the radars a bit.
Mm.
I think for the most part, people don't know about it, but it's brewing.
Yeah.
There's been some smart, clever marketing around it, where people at one point saw a picture of Zendaya and Robert Pattinson, and I think the normies kind of thought they were together,
Okay.
but it was in fact, no, this is a photo for the movie that they're in.
Right.
So it's kind of, and they've done some Vogue like photo shoots,
Mm.
which have been interesting and exotic and weird, and
Yes.
Patterson's like cross-dressing, and so they're doing clever marketing, but
Yeah.
it's still, it's not front of mouth, you
Yes.
know, front of mind, whatever the expression is.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for those two, and I
Mm.
just think that in the near future, this is in the next 2 months, these are the ones that are going to, I think, be overperforming,
Cool.
outperforming,
Okay.
shining in a way that the world's not necessarily expecting them. And I think
Cool.
the world is going to then take notice of them as opposed to the other way around.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my theory.
All right.
Okay.
Did you see a trailer for? I think it just came out a couple of days ago for a movie called Over Your Dead Body.
No.
It looks really fun. So this is Jason Segel and Samara Weaving.
Who's Samara Weaving?
She's in The Babysitter,
Okay, I
which
like
you've
the
spoken
babysitter.
about.
Yeah.
She's like the blonde, like the
Oh, the
lead
main
of that.
chick.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's Australian.
They're a married couple whose relationship is kind of on the rocks, I guess, is a bit of a polite way to put it. It seems kind of disastrous. So they go away on a retreat sort of vacation thing up to a cabin and realize that they're planning on killing each other.
Oh shit.
And then I don't know where it goes from there exactly, but Timothy Oliphant gets involved somehow. I'm assuming they're going to have to, put aside their differences and work together, sort of thing, whatever.
Okay.
But it looks really funny and delightful.
Cool. And it's called?
It's called Over Your Dead Body.
Lovely.
It's out late April, I think.
But I'll put the trailer down below. It looks like a lot of fun,
Cool.
and it's got a great cast.
Lovely. Magic, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. What a lovely shift.
Yes.
Appreciate you. Appreciate everyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, just remember you can chime in. You must tell us what you have been watching.
Please.
So you can leave your returns in the comments below on Instagram.
Mm.
You can give us your hey did you guys see over on Facebook and Instagram. And then of course you can always send us your returns
Yes.
either via email and we'll read them out.
Yeah.
Videostorepod@gmail.com, or better yet, a voice note of you returning something.
Yes.
All right, magic.
Lovely.
Cool, man. See you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.